Hello and good afternoon, this is Adam Taylor with the ITS Group in part 19 of our video series for the install. We have now set up an Android client, it's working well with our LanSchool fleet. Next thing to do is to add this lovely 2014 era iPad mini to the fleet as well. Now iOS is quite unique within our ecosystem because we have two apps, one for the teacher and one for the student. They're both set up in more or less the same way, but they have very different functions. We'll start off by grabbing our mobile teacher. Just expand this out. This teacher is in channel 2222. It doesn't have any clients attached to it, so we're going to add one. First thing you want to do is just go to the App Store and grab the app. So we'll quick search for LanSchool iPad Student. First result there. There we go, that is the app we want. So you can download this directly onto the device if you just want to test it with a single device. If you want to use an MDM system, which is probably a bit more common for a wider fleet, then that's the app to grab, LanSchool Student for iOS on the App Store. Once that's downloaded, you've got a very similar set of settings to what we covered in the previous video for Android, and they can be found under Settings, and you want to go to LanSchool Student, and hopefully this will come through. You've got the server IP address, and the port, just as before. That's all that needs to be defined here. Once you've got that, you just want to load the application. In a BYOD environment, the student will have the option of opting into your class, so that's what I'll do now. I just pop in 2222 into the iPad, pretend it's an unmanaged device. That should join the class. And sure enough, there it is. I can now see the iPad on the screen as a teacher, and it's nice and smooth as well. Now if I was to take this off, let's move it to a different channel altogether. Let's put this on 3333. So as we can see here, the teacher can now see that the student has moved. They've left the class and they can no longer be seen. Do a quick refresh of the interface, that will now drop off completely as the student is no longer in play. However, the teacher can still find them using a manual class list. To do that, we'll go to student login name and browse. And we can see the iPad listed there. And that way we could always add it back into our class by hand. The other thing I can do with the iPad is to make it a teacher's companion app. And this is really cool. So the first thing I'm going to do is just quickly add a student into the mix. Let's get our Android back. So go into the Android device. I'm going to move that over to 2222. Now we'll just grab the iPad. We'll close the student app. And we're going to download the teacher app. So the teacher application means that you don't have to be stuck at your desk anymore. You don't have to be sitting at your PC to watch these thumbnails. You can just pick up your iPad, stick it under your arm and keep walking around the room, keep maintaining that physical presence within the room. When you load the teacher's app for the first time, it's going to ask you to pick a teacher console to pair with. So for us that will be teacher 3. It's then going to send a pairing request, and all you need to do is go to administer and then manage teacher's assistants. Here we can see the iPad. We're going to allow remote control, and then we're going to click on authorize. And what's going to happen is there's now going to be a PIN number flashed up on the screen of the iPad, and that's 5597 in this case, so we just press OK. The setting has now been changed to authorized, and the iPad is now paired. Now I can see the same Android tablet on the iPad as I can on my teacher PC, and now I'm free just to walk around with this iPad, teach however I want, not have to be bound by the PC, and at the same time still have the ability to blank the screens and control the devices just like that. I can also send the messages, I can initiate voting and testing, I can enable web limiting through this, I can block applications through this. About half of the tool set you can use right from the iPad, especially tools that affect other iPads. So for example, if I hit blank, my Android tablet has now been blanked by the teacher's assistant, and now that's been reflected on the screen as well. It's all coming together. So I will now release that Android tablet and let it go free. And now I'm just going to depair my iOS device. That will work with any iPad on your network. So if you have a personal device, as long as your network manager doesn't mind you putting it on there, you can use that to teach and move around the room. It's very, very popular as most people don't like being confined to a single space. Okay, there we go. So that's it for iOS. In the next video, we will be looking at the Chromebooks. So we'll be doing a quick Chromebook deployment through G Suite. If you're a G Suite admin, this is very easy for you to do. We'll also set up the Chrome browser. So we've got a Chrome OS app for the Chromebooks. We've also got a Chrome browser extension for any device that runs Chrome, Windows, Mac, Chromebooks. So we'll be looking into both of them. Thanks very much for your time watching this video. I hope you found it useful, and I hope you get to bring your iPads into your LanSchool fleet if you have them. I've been Adam Taylor. Please do give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one for Chromebooks. Thanks.